Welcome back to the Underway podcast. Remember, underway is the only way, and today's the day to get underway. I'm joined here with Russell, Sam. Sam's making tuna and rice right now, but we're more importantly joined by Rachel Getty as well. She's jumping in the potty today. Rach, say hi.
Hey guys.
Russ, say hi.
Hey.
Sam, say hi from the kitchen. Hey. So today we're having more of a loose chat, and we're just going to talk about a couple things that are sort of happening in the gym, and talk about some different ideas about on coaching and things lifestyle. So yeah, I mean, first off, I just want to say, Rach, how's training been? How's life going? How's coaching going? How are you?
Thanks, Jack.
Are you good? You look good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, I have come off being sick for a week, so my voice sounds a bit different than usual. But other than that, we're all about being real here.
What did you have? What sickness did you have?
It wasn't the Rona, so it was all good. I think it was just the flu. It was a bit nasty.
It's hard to dodge it this time of year. I feel like it's been going around. People getting hit.
It has been going around. I just feel like
hit by all sorts.
I was dodging it, and then all of a sudden it just got me one day. So
yeah,
flu, RSV, Rona, common cold.
it was gonna be one of them.
You got to get.
You guys got flu shots?
Nah.
No.
I have never
you
had
get
a
the
flu
flu
shot.
Mum's a preacher on them.
Yeah, I feel like I should probably start getting them.
I've never had the flu shot.
Yeah.
But my grandma gets a flu shot.
Yeah.
That's about. I don't know anyone else who does.
Yeah. I think Mum gets them. I'm pretty sure she's a preacher on them. She's been a nurse for 20 plus years. So she's
Gail's got to get the flu shot because she's a nurse.
yeah, she's pumped on the flu shot.
Like, I'm not sure if she would get it willingly if she didn't have to. If she didn't have to, but
right.
I think it's probably a good idea when you're dealing with sick people all day to get the flu shot.
Yeah.
She probably would.
Yeah.
But I have heard that if you end up in the hospital with the flu, you're pretty looked down upon. You're like, these people are like looking at you like, this guy's got something wrong with him. Like this person's like right. they're here because they didn't get the flu shot.
That's one of the banned words. That is fully banned, that word. Anyway.
Why?
You're just going to have to beat that out.
No, you can't ban a word.
We'll bleep it.
Yeah, that's
Bleep.
That's what they're thinking in their head. I think that occasionally.
We're all about authenticity on the podcast. And
Mate,
sometimes we think that word in our head.
Gotta be real.
Sometimes it travels to our lips and we say it out loud.
I reckon there's 3 banned words, just to go off topic here. I completely missed what you said.
And you're about to say all 3 of them.
Yeah, I know. Can we know the band
One
word?
starts with a
C.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's can't.
yeah.
Because I don't want to hear that you can't do it. I want to hear that you can. I want you to believe. And I don't want to hear you say can't.
Yeah, can't do that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
let's get back off
Cannot.
topic.
Well, that was one of the 3.
There's one more
Yeah.
you guys can guess. We're not saying
is
you
it?
guys can guess. Do you
What
not
is
know the other banned word?
Well, R. It starts with R.
That's one.
what Russ said.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
That one's banned, but there's another one.
Russ said it. And then what's the second one?
The third one. What's the third one?
What you don't? There's one word that no one can say.
Stop being so elusive.
It's the. I'm not saying it, man.
It's not in primary school.
Anyway.
Give
Is
a
it?
guess.
No, we're done with
Yeah.
this.
What's it start with?
Oh.
It starts with an N.
Oh.
There's
Oh.
3 banned words.
Okay,
They're
that's fair.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ninja. You can't
He's
say ninja.
banning. I reckon. Russ, you gotta blur.
We're banned.
You do have to blur the.
But that's
the word.
That's the word.
That's the word.
Anyway.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's fair.
But we would never say that word.
No.
Yeah.
We just said the other banned word.
Oh, but I didn't know that was a banned word until today.
I feel like isn't that socially known?
No, but
It doesn't matter. Russ has been off Instagram.
I'm a bit so I can say that about myself, can't I?
You can't. Anyways, doesn't matter.
I can't anymore. This is hilarious. Oh, that's
What?
not.
Anyways, I didn't have any tuna, guys, so I drank some milk and I'm
That leads us into our chat about this nutrition. We haven't named what we're going to do for this upcoming nutrition challenge.
No.
There's no challenges, bro.
No challenge.
It's
That's another C word that's banned.
Yeah.
Challenge? No.
Why don't you like the word challenge?
I just
Rachel.
think it has a negative 8-week challenges, 12-week challenges, 6-week challenges. Like it all has it all has
That's right.
that restrictive connotation to it, and that is not something that we're enforcing on our members.
So what is it? Did you say restrictive?
Restrictive, yes.
But isn't it good to restrict your diet sometimes?
It can be, as long as you're doing it in a healthy way.
Right.
And if it's for a purpose, but I don't think the general population, I don't think we should be encouraging restrictive diets for people that don't have a solid understanding and foundation behind them, especially with so many people. There is a huge percentage of people right now that just have distorted eating issues without them even knowing. And then as gyms and the fitness industry, we just facilitate that and like participate in it, but also encourage it for our own benefit so we can gain revenue from it. And
So what's like an example of a restrictive diet that's not good?
an example, a restrictive diet, in my opinion, if you are restricting any kind of macronutrient out of your diet, that's a big no. That's a huge red flag.
Like zero. Like if I was like no fat diet.
So it's like, for example...
Well, that would be bad for you.
That would-
No.
I
yeah, but
agree,
it's
that
like
would be bad.
like no carb diets, or like no carbs on any day ending in Y, but you know, that's every day. Like no carbs on weekdays or weekends. That's like terrible.
Right.
That I feel like, yeah, that's just awful. It's not good.
But
That's an example.
Do you agree that probably like a big part of the population eats too much processed foods?
100%. We have
too many refined foods.
Yeah.
So do we need like how do you stop those people eating those foods? Instead of restricting them, do we encourage them to eat other things?
I don't think that. I think it's less about the food and more about them as people, what's going on in their lives, what they've grown up with, their habits. It's actually about their habits and how we can...
Healthy habits, bro.
Yeah, there we go.
Healthy habits.
So, but I'm for a challenge,
nutrition,
right? And the
healthy
reason I'm
habit,
for a
something,
challenge is because that sometimes you just got to do like a supercharged version of the diet that you should actually be on for longevity to like experience that hardship in your diet on the daily and build some discipline. So say I was like, no sugar for 30 days. That's a restrictive diet. That's a challenge. I'm putting it on myself, right? And although I'm not going to live the rest of my life eating no sugar, and I'm not suggesting people to live their life and go the rest of their lives without eating sugar. I think if you did that and you didn't eat sugar for 30 days, I reckon you would then go, oh, I can actually live a life and not eat sugar and still be happy and still do everything I want to do and feel good and feel healthy. And then you go back and you go, after that 30 days finishes, they go, oh, well, I'm probably just going to eat a little less sugar now because like I know I can go without it. And I know I'm going to feel better for it. And I'm probably going to be healthier and start to drop some weight if that's your goal. And yeah, just for example.
But
Yeah.
I think it's actually proven the complete opposite.
Yes,
Right.
I was about to say that.
It's,
Yeah.
There's literally evidence out there, and all the evidence suggests that a 30-day challenge over a long period of time, so over 5 years, it doesn't work, and it goes the complete opposate way. Now, I don't have the studies on me in hand, but follow BioLane. Follow BioLane, Lane Norton. But that's the only thing that I would say that to add to that conversation. But I understand creating healthy habits.
I think that we should be doing something around whether it's... I love the idea of this 30-day thing, whatever we're thinking of doing. But instead of naming it a challenge, it's like a 30-day healthy habit educational piece where for the 30 days we talk more about those healthy habits.
What if we call it a challenge, but it's not a challenge?
Well, no, exactly. That's what I mean. But like, and we can have... we talk about taking out high processed food. So how about... for the month of, maybe there are many people out there that eat fast food 3 times a week. It's like, how about you cut that down to just once a week? Do you know how much weight people will lose from cutting down takeaway to 3 times a week to 1 time a week?
That is restrictive though.
How is that restrictive?
Because you're restricting the amount of times you have fast food
but
per
you're
week.
still eating it.
Yeah, but you're restricting it.
No.
You're adding restrictions.
I think...
No. Rachel's talking specifically.
That's what a diet is. It's restrictions.
But you asked me what a restrictive diet is, and I said something that cuts out full macronutrients. So it's 0, no, none. That's what I
Sugar
mean.
is a macronutrient. Is sugar a macronutrient? No.
No.
Well, carbohydrates are a macronutrient.
Yeah, carbohydrates are a macronutrient.
Exactly.
But
Yes.
refined
Yes.
sugar, cane
Yeah.
sugar, if you like the whole population would probably be healthier if they did not consume cane sugar. I'm not saying that, but we'd be sadder because we wouldn't have that nice sweet yumminess. But we'd be healthier.
Yeah.
Agreed. Like you're
Yeah.
probably gonna live longer. You're probably gonna feel better.
Yeah.
There's definitely there isn't any studies to say that like you should have sugar for this reason, and there's probably better forms of carbohydrates that you can have than cane sugar.
Yeah.
We agree. We all agree on that.
Yeah.
So like I think that yes, restricting cane sugar for a period of time is a good idea because if
Just
you don't
no,
ever
limiting.
restrict it for a period of time, then you will continually go back and remind yourself how much you enjoy that thing. So they say that 21 days, it takes 21 days
To form a habit?
to form
Yeah,
or
here we
to
go.
make or to break a habit. So my habit used to be, this is a long time ago until I decided that I'd change my habit. Once a week, I would go to the shops, I'd buy a whole bag of licorice. I'd eat the whole bag in one sitting every week without failure until I said to myself, wait a second, do I need to do this? No. So the first week is hard. Second week's hard. Once you do that for 5 to 6 weeks, all of a sudden I don't care about the licorice anymore.
But you got one thing you got to realize is
Broke the
though,
habit.
Broke the addiction.
We are all fitness professionals, and we have studied this a lot more
Yeah.
than most people. The general population will create a bad habit around that food, which can lead to completely other things. That's the only reason why, like, fully cutting something out like that, I'm not that for. Like, if we said no sugar, right? Someone that doesn't understand macros or eating or longevity of healthy eating might just create such a bad habit that they feel bad every single time they go out to dinner with their partner or something. And they're like, oh, I can't have this sauce with my steak because it's got a little bit of sugar on it. They eat it, they have a bad time. And then it's like, that's what we need to make super clear. Don't get me wrong. We can restrict and we understand the benefits of it. But as long as our members understand.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I guess the thing is like you can't look at it like black and white. Like if I had a little bit of sugar, I just failed. Everything's it's all over. I may as well quit now.
But there's
I've
almost sugar in everything
I've-
anyway,
I've-
so that's why we need to educate people.
But like the only way to get to your end goal is to just keep trying. Like the only way you're never going to get there is if you stop
Consistency.
trying. Yeah, just
Consistency.
stop. So like people try to, eat better, eat healthier, and then they have a maybe they follow a very restricted diet or they follow something that's unrealistic. They could never keep doing that for the rest of their life. It's not realistic. Like they've cut out single food they love. And they're like, these foods bring them joy. And now all of a sudden they can't eat any of them. They're going to break eventually. Maybe not today. Maybe not next week. Maybe in 3 weeks. But when they break, then they're going to, in their head, they're probably going to be like, I'm done. It's all over. I'm going to go. And they very quickly return to what they used to do.
Yeah.
So even if it was heading them in the right direction, it's so unenjoyable. It's so, they can't sustain it. So at the end of the day, whatever you're doing, it does need to be sustainable. I also agree that you could go through times where you're like, this is a bit shit and I'm not enjoying this, but I know it's going to be good for me. Yeah. But I'm not going to keep, what you've got to understand is this isn't something that you keep doing forever because you shouldn't keep doing this forever. Yeah. It's like doing a super intense, I'm training, I've got to go compete at Torreon and I'm going to train harder than ever for 4 to 6 to 8 weeks. But I can't do that intensity forever because I won't be able to survive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you get injured or you burn out or you...
Yeah, exactly. Or you can't keep doing it. So it's like just like periodizing turn up the heat on your nutrition for a period of time. I think that would be, I personally think I would benefit from that because I know it's
an intensity phase.
Yeah.
It's 100% an intensity
But
phase. And I think that the key through that is balance. Whether it's restrictive, where it's a challenge, whether you're macro balancing, I feel like there's got to be an element of balance and to make sure that you're consistently staying happy and healthy through your dieting. Because, you cut out sugar, but then make sure you've got other carbohydrate sources, eat potatoes and rice. If you fully cut out all carbs and you're on keto, well, it's like, all right, well, at least make sure you're eating enough calories and you've got some sort of food that's satiating you and you're enjoying it. It's like, I feel like the enemy isn't being restrictive or doing a challenge, I feel like it's not finding balance in what you're doing. And I feel like the enemy is like going so far in one direction. People just want to like do an extreme, so they feel this extreme change, and then it's like it's so hard to maintain that extreme, and then they experience that yo-yo effect back to their old habits or worse.
They go back to where they're comfortable. Like people like to be where they're comfortable. Humans always like trying to.
They slingshot.
I have some evidence that I've thought about in the kitchen when I was making food. Just then, not the last challenge. Remember the first challenge we did?
Yeah.
That whole 30.
Yep.
There was great success, right? But that was
Great success.
that was the peak of 9 out of 10 people's physique and eating, and they've just gone downhill. For example, I was like 5% body fat. So was Kero. Who else? I can't name. I can name Kero because he's my friend. You,
Beck Calburn won that challenge because she went from like, I don't know, 10% to like 4% body fat or something like that.
But that's what I'm saying, since then, I have never, like, I used to eat well pre that challenge. I used to make good, smart decisions. I did this super extreme challenge. And now
30 days to derail.
now I'm eating toast every 5 minutes. I don't know.
I don't think that was the challenge that derailed you. I think that is your life creeping. Like I feel like you need to then do a reset again. It's like this is.
But also, like, age comes into it as well. Like, not that you're old,
and that
but
was
like you're getting older.
and you've got to remember that was over 4 years ago. That
boy, I haven't eaten. I've never been shredded since that.
That was 6 years. That was probably 6 years ago, dude.
It was. That's what I'm saying. I've been eating well.
But
in
have you
6
done
years.
the work to get that shredded again?
No. Ever since that challenge, I'm done. I don't.
But
I'm
that's
done.
the thing, like. So no, that's a great point. though.
Right. That's
You
what
know
I'm
what I
saying.
mean? It's
No
like,
one's getting what I'm saying. I'm
Like,
saying
not-
I went so aggressive in one
Yeah.
direction, and I've never gone back to healthy.
And sometimes it's not even worth it. Like, women getting down to, like, I remember one time I got down to a very low body fat percentage. My hair was falling out. I lost my period. Like, my hormones were, I don't know if that word is banned, but
No,
not
it's
good. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Period. No, it's not banned.
no, I was going to say my hormones were effed, but like,
Oh.
Yeah, shit gets fucked up, and you can.
Exactly.
The F word is only banned if you're saying it at someone.
Yeah.
So you just say,
Oh, no.
F you Jack, but you can say that's F.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I'm glad period's not banned. That's great.
Yeah.
We're progressive here. Okay, cool.
So hormones can get out of whack.
Yeah. Like, sometimes we find that people are worse off. Their mood is worse off. They feel shit about themselves when they're at a lower body fat percentage compared to when they're actually living a healthy, happy lifestyle where they do have, like, they are eating all the different kind of macros and foods, but they're eating for performance and, they're still having a good time like once or twice a month. Compared to people who are trying to be shredded and, at the end of the day, it's not sustainable. They end up getting injured, that sort of stuff.
Yeah. I think, the key here is healthy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be healthy. If you're restricting to the point that it's no longer healthy, if your performance is going down at a cost of you looking better, then you're probably heading in the wrong direction. As soon as your performance in the gym goes down for you to achieve a body composition related goal, you're hurting yourself in the long run. There shouldn't be a time where you need to say, oh, I can't go as hard because I'm trying to achieve this thing. But like from a body composition point of view, and you've got to understand it's going to be harder to build muscle or strength if you are aiming
Like
to
in a
lose
deficit,
weight.
yeah.
But you shouldn't be losing strength, because if you're losing strength, you're losing muscle mass, then you're going to be in a worse position than you were when you started. Even if you're a little bit thinner. Like,
I wanted to touch on a point before that Jack said about, like, I think we can relate this back to CrossFit. So, like, intensity of diets or restricting or challenges or whatever we want to call it. Like, I think Jack is a fantastic example to use to say, compared to like a Gen Pop member at a CrossFit gym. Like, Jack's been training for God knows how long. He goes to Torian. So I feel like your intensity in terms of this challenge that you were to do, compared to someone who I think you eat very well. All your macros, all that sort of stuff, you eat quite well compared to someone who probably eats takeaway 5 times a week. their intensity in this challenge would be different to yours. Because I feel like they would
It's
find
relative.
they would find it harder to pull all of that stuff out of their diet compared to someone like you who, you still haven't had fast food for over a year now.
Right. So I would think that you'd need to go.
It's like it's a relative.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Relativity is 100% important and a key. And I think that's why in my head I was like, if we have a bronze, silver, and gold standard, and even if you just stay within the bronze standard of the food list, then you're killing it. And then it's like, if you want to dive into the silver list, the silver standard of foods, have a crack. You know, throw some in, or if you want to do some gold standard. But I feel like doing an intensity phase where you overreach a little bit and you do something that's harder, then you look forward to, or when you go back to like a balanced baseline of eating regularly, or something that's more going to be more consistent for you, you think back to that intensity phase. Like Sam, like back in the day, he's like, man, I ate crazy clean, and it's like I could probably do a bit better right now, because I know I could eat at a more clean level than what I did in the past to what I am eating right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, and like you got to remember that some foods in general aren't good for you. Like here's a good example: alcohol. We can all agree. You can all agree that there is no health benefits to drinking alcohol. There's
What about the mental health?
no, but
What about the flexibility?
But there's a lot of people that live their whole life never drinking alcohol because they decided from a young age that it wasn't for, they had a bad experience, or they just never decided that they saw other people's experiences and they decided to themselves, I don't want to be that person, right? So I know people who don't drink alcohol, and we can all agree that you're 100% better off with no alcohol. Now, if you're somebody who does drink alcohol now, how do you become a person who doesn't drink alcohol? If you say to yourself, I'll just have a drink on a weekend, you're still somebody who drinks alcohol. Like, you have to go, you need to change your identity around that. Like, if someone says, do you want to drink? You say, oh, no, I don't drink alcohol. Not like, oh, no, I'm not drinking right now. Or no, like, you've got to almost change your persona. It's about becoming a different version of yourself and identifying and that is you. So the people who don't drink alcohol, they don't need to like go, Sam on the weekend, I'm like, I'm not drinking right now. Sam's like, come on, Russ, you just have a drink with me, man. Just have a beer with me. But it's like, if you know there's a friend of yours that doesn't drink alcohol, you're not gonna ask him a second time. You're gonna go, oh, do you want to drink? No. Oh yeah, that's right. You don't drink.
Yeah.
Like it's like you have told people that is part of you.
Yeah.
That's part of your identity, that you don't drink alcohol, and that's a good thing for you. So the same sort of stuff probably applies to other things in our diet.
It's like if people know that they can twist your arm, it's because they know that they're going to be able to get you to have a drink, because you haven't fully accepted yourself that you're not drinking.
I've got a bendy arm, man.
But I don't think, I think you can have a successful diet and drink alcohol sometimes.
No,
Yeah,
I also...
Yes.
That's
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not saying that the whole population doesn't need to drink alcohol, but also you got to understand that there is no health benefits to drinking alcohol in terms of your, like, from a biology point of view. Maybe from some sort of mental health point of view, there is in certain populations of people, but it's actually probably bad for your mental health as well. If you looked at studies,
a lot of people like to make cocktails with their friends and have a drink.
Yeah, no, it's a good social experiment, but
Yeah.
also it is not helping you
Well, it's
achieve
social.
any of your gym related goals, and not getting helped by you drinking alcohol. Also,
Maybe.
100%. That is studies saying that 100%.
But then again,
as
it's
soon
just
as you
like-
have one
There's
drink,
a level of alcohol
your
you drink,
your hormones are getting affected, right? You're
Yeah.
like, there's some damage in some way.
But then, what are we also doing this for? Like,
Yeah.
But-
are we doing this
but if-
to improve in the gym, or are we doing this to improve in life?
Yes,
Yeah.
if you're
In
doing to
general.
improve life, but
Yeah.
I'm saying I enjoy a drink, so I'm not going to restrict myself from doing that. But also, I
Yeah,
think
but that's what I wanted to make clear, that it's okay to our members listening here that now are going to feel bad for having a drink on a Saturday night with their partner. No, that's okay.
No,
It
that-
can
Or
be
the mushroom
okay.
sauce
Yeah.
for your partner.
Yeah,
Like.
that can be okay.
drop that drink and give me 20 bicep curls.
Yeah. And 20 burpees whilst you're at it.
But that's my only point being, and this is the last time I'm going to say this point, is I want to create healthy habits around these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, not drinking alcohol for the rest of your life might be a healthy habit for some, but it also might not be. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that is why, just so happens to be, that our 30-day healthy habits
Challenge. We
No,
I reckon-
is in July. And
chilling.
what also happens
What
in
happens
July?
in July?
It's
Dry
dry.
July.
It doesn't rain in July.
Don't
Nah.
rain.
Do you reckon
Maybe
But
from
in
the
August,
skies, but not from the bars.
Yeah.
1 month? No. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but that
Man.
is something that you don't have to take that on.
Are you
but
doing it?
Yeah, I'll do it. But I'll just make sure I don't go out.
See, that's not a healthy habit.
Yeah.
That's literally my point.
No,
You're
because
sitting at home.
No, because I'm a social.
But I mean, like, what
I'm a
if
social
going
drinker.
out is like it has a different connotation to it? So instead of going out to a bar, you go out to
Yeah.
your
To the
mate's
library.
place.
We're gonna go
to the
play.
library.
We're gonna play.
Go to the movies, like.
I'm
Do you
gonna
know what I
book
mean?
in
Like board game nights with
Yeah.
soft drink.
Yeah. With
board game
kombuchas.
nights, mini
Kombucha,
golf,
yeah. Rooched.
escape room, something like that. I don't know, but yeah, we're not going to go.
I
to
say
the pub.
put me in the jungle. I say put me in the bars. I want to know. I want to know if I can do it. I want to get on that dance floor and wiggle the same that I
Oh my god, we
that I
should do
would
a
with
sober
2
dance
shots in me.
night for underwear or
No,
something.
we
Yeah, that sounds fun.
That does
sounds like
sound
fun.
fun.
You can organise.
What is it? What is it?
A
A sober like
dance
party
party.
night,
Oh,
dance
yeah.
party, fun
Yeah.
away.
Hell yeah.
Can't we just have a?
Everyone will
can't
just-
we have a
no, but-
non-sober party?
Everyone
at
will
the
be
end
done
of
by
July?
9 p.m.
I would,
Yeah,
I would
we'll
rather
do-
that. A non-sober.
Isn't that just Zumba?
Just before and after.
It's a sober dance party, but everyone's wearing sunnies and we've got strobe lights.
How about at the
sunglasses.
How about the
Yeah.
first Saturday?
Sunglasses
The
technique.
first Saturday of July, we have the sober dance party, and then
Yes.
at the end of July, we have the non-sober dance. Party.
Yeah.
No, but this is the
Yes.
this is 100% the worst way to finish a challenge. It's like you've done 30 days of all this
man.
good things,
We'll be going after
and
one
then
drink.
you're like, guys, we can binge drink for 30 days in one
That's
night.
my-
Let's go!
It's because it messes with the reward system. So like you do a good thing, it's like now what's your reward system? It needs to be something that's again a healthy habit, something you want to
Yeah.
do for the rest of
Rach,
your life.
man, they're
So
not on our wavelength.
I feel like when you want to have a drink, just have a drink where it's like you'll
wait.
consistently have that. Like you're like, oh yeah, I want to have like a glass of whiskey on a Saturday night. Cool, have your glass of whiskey. But it's like if you do your 30-day challenge and then you go and get smashed, you're like, oh yeah, I just rewarded myself with like the thing that I've just craved for however long. But it's like if you just were like, yeah, now I'm gonna go out to dinner with my partner and have like a really nice pasta in the town, and we're gonna go to Venga Boys, like.
No, that point that
Reward
Russell,
system changes.
the point that Russell just said is the point that Rachel and I have been saying the last 30 minutes around food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you understand what
Which
you just
is what?
said?
Yo, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand that, but
Because
you were
that's
just
exactly-
encouraging that.
No, but that's
lifestyle.
exactly what's going to happen if someone cuts out sugar and creates a bad
Yeah.
relationship with it. The exact same thing will happen because at the end of the challenge, they're just going to go backwards 500 steps.
No, not necessarily. It's just that
It is
you've got to.
scientifically proven.
Yeah,
But this is why we're not making it a challenge. We're doing a healthy habits
Yes.
thing.
yeah.
that
And
we're gonna call
also,
it
if
something
you
cool.
haven't failed, if you do have a drink, or you haven't failed if you do have a bit of
Yes.
sugar, it's just that let's try not to, but don't look at it like, oh no, I fucked up. It's all over. Like the best thing for you to do is just to get back on your horse and go back about what you were trying to do.
You know what's so funny, right?
It's
Sorry.
yeah, it's like
Finish
people
your
who don't train on Mondays,
Yeah.
right? You miss Monday's training, the week's done. It's all over. I've missed Monday. That was the day. I was going to start on Monday, but now I've missed Monday. I've got to wait till next Monday to I got to sit on this couch for the rest of the week till Monday
When
again.
they should really what?
When
They should
tomorrow's a
have a
new
4
day,
PM class
maybe I should
on
just go to the
Monday.
gym tomorrow. I didn't make Monday, but tomorrow's a new day. Oh no, I had a drink today, but maybe tomorrow I won't. That's good.
What?
That's a win.
But I think like
It's
that's
got-
awesome, but it's still relative
days
to the
in the day.
It's
person as
also
well.
mindset's a big thing, and you being positive about something that you're doing a good job is like also that is like half. I feel like that's a massive thing when it comes to actually achieving a result. If you every time you do something wrong, you get stressed and depressed, and you're like, oh, I'm not eating my diet. Oh, it's too hard. Like I feel like you're never gonna make it. The stress that you're creating in yourself is like
That's why we don't use the C word, bro.
I've forgotten what the
People get stressed when they That's
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Oh.
Yeah, that's not what you're getting. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Yeah, no, well, I didn't
And
say
then they
that
might
word.
come to the gym. They might come to the gym and they're holding a muesli bar, and then Jack might go, "Hey, you're not allowed to eat that." And then they're just like, "Oh shit!" You know what I mean? That's my point. Right? My point is, yes, it might be good for 30 days, but anyways. But we weren't supposed to talk about this. We were just maybe supposed to announce a little bit. But
true.
guys listening, this is how much thought we put into everything we do in the gym. We talk about it for 5 hours.
Yeah.
So the challenge that we do will
Hey,
be good.
What did you say?
Slow down on the challenge.
I'm for
Slow
the
down
C word.
challenge.
I'm for the C word as
No,
long as
I
they're.
don't know.
I feel like the stigma of a challenge needs to be changed.
Someone needs to get
All right,
on.
is that what we're
Someone
doing?
needs to
We're
get on
the
Google right now.
trendsetters.
Yeah.
Someone needs to get on Google, write challenge synonyms, and we need to.
Task.
It's
Task.
like I understand the benefit of like getting a little bit of a kickstart, a little bit of motivation. It's more of
It's a
what
journey.
we do after the
Yep.
Yeah.
after the C word. It's on us
Mhm.
to create some steps that will
And that's why we are definitely going to
keep
do
going.
more
Yeah.
things.
Does that make? That's my point.
going forward.
So instead of at the end of the 30 days, let's have a massive piss up. It's at the end of 30 days, let's have a alcohol-free dance party.
Yeah.
Let's 30 days. We've been. Let's
What
see.
if you're not quitting alcohol?
Yes, queen.
Yeah, but look, hey,
And they're
man,
not
well,
invited.
I don't know, man. There's no alcohol at
Oh,
this
they
party,
can
but
just-
you can come if you want to.
Yeah. It's like-
You can come if you want to, or you can sit at home on your own and have a few drinks. But we're having a sick time at this party,
It's
drinking
true.
our kombuchas.
I
Oh
can't.
my gosh, this is hilarious.
I think I'm just gonna say this now, 'cause since we're on it, the ability to be able to dance without drinking is,
Oh.
if you have never felt that and actually felt truly like your
Liberating.
back's up off the wall and you're boogieing, like, and you're just not giving a shit about what anyone thinks and you're just doing you. If you've never felt that in your life, right now I feel bad for you. You need to go and do that. You
Yeah.
need to you need to make that happen because that is unreal. You don't want to get to the bar and you're already, I don't know, everyone started dancing. This is awkward. Oh, I didn't wear the pink shirt. That's my fun shirt. Anyways, should I have a beer? Oh, mate, no. Oh, you also have one beer, yeah, and then I'll start to wiggle a bit more. It's like, nah. It's like, all right, let's just focus on just having fun. Just, I like this song, you know. Oh yeah, I could do a little wrist flick right now. Flicking my wrist to the beat.
I
You know
don't
what I mean?
So
I'm
what-
pumping Russ up.
What?
And we're gonna have beer pong with greens powder. No one likes drinking greens powder. You don't want to
Oh,
lose.
that's so good. I love that.
There's some nice tasting greens powder these days.
Oh, we
but-
won't have
We'll
the
get
good stuff. We're
there.
gonna have the bad
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. We're doing homemade spirulina shit.
But anyway, the whatever we get to in July is going to be good. It's going to be thought
Yeah.
about. And it's going to be healthy and awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my point.
And we're not going to
that's
give
it.
anyone any distorted eating issues.
Yeah.
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 I think that's huge.
Yeah.
Having
So
the
so
conversations
if someone
around
doesn't
eating.
want to do dry July, aka me, it shouldn't be frowned upon.
Well, I don't
Because
know.
I like having a beer with my mates on a Saturday night.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
might only have 3.
I like that. I think that's awesome to
I
talk
might
about.
only have 3.
See, I can have. I can have
I-
0, or I can have.
Dude, I had
20.
3. We went to dinner on Saturday. I only had 3 beers.
Yeah, I had 3 pints.
Yeah.
I think 3 pints is
No, I had
probably
2.
still. That's still like, I don't know, 7 or 8 standard
Yeah.
drinks. It's still a fair bit of.
Yeah.
We were only there for 3 hours.
No, I'd be gone. I'd have one and I would not be there anymore.
You have one beer and
Yeah.
then not be where.
No, like I would be pretty tipsy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be here in reality.
Yeah. I'd be on the dance floor.
Yeah.
What sort of fitness podcast? We've been talking about alcohol for 40 minutes. Oh, that's fitness.
Well, we
I wanna-
were- yeah.
Go.
I
Use
want to
go.
hear what, like, just give me 3 foods that you think should be allowed in the challenge. I mean, let's just
Allowed.
go around each. Yeah,
Ooh.
allowed. You got 3. You get to choose any 3 foods you want right now. Russ, you can go first because I know you're looking eager.
Oh, you got to have your protein source. You got to have your veggies,
No.
and you got to have your amino energy.
No.
That's the 3 foods.
Where's the
specific
carbohydrates?
food.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Protein
veggies.
powder.
chicken, broccoli, and amino energy.
Chicken, broccoli, amino energy.
What about chicken nuggets? Is that allowed?
Nugs. Oh, nah, I don't think so. Not for 30 days.
Nah.
Because see,
Not the
I
nuggets
get the
for
nuggets,
30
man.
days.
I go to the shops and occasionally I buy
I
nuggets.
don't eat nuggets, but I'm just asking.
I do, and I throw them in the air fryer and they taste delicious. But I know that these nuggets would be better if I just had a bit of chicken thigh and season it myself. It would be better for me, and probably taste just as good. But I'm feeling lazy and I'm feeling like
So chicken nuggets aren't
those
allowed.
nuggets taste good.
So that's a yes or no? On
Nuggets?
Yeah.
I reckon nuggets are a no-no. Like it's
anything.
It's as in
so anything in the
nuggets. Nuggets are in a brown. That you're in the bronze tier if you're eating nuggets.
Yeah.
It's a
Do you
bronze
reckon?
food.
Oh.
See this? Look at she's eye
Usain Bolt. He ate 1,000 nuggets when he went to the Tokyo Olympics and he won, mate. So he's eating the nuggets. Why can't we?
I reckon nuggets are alright.
That is the craziest I've ever heard.
Usain Bolt did it, dude.
Yeah.
He's the best in the world and he's eating 1,000 nuggets a week.
Yeah.
Get the hormones in.
Jack's having
What's your
his.
three? Give me your three, Rach.
Oh.
Are they different to his three?
Yeah, they have
Or
to be
are
different.
these what we
Wait,
are going
We're
to
no.
building a list right now. We're
Did he
building a
say
list.
what should be on the list or what shouldn't be on the
What
list?
should be? Because he said
Oh, what
broccoli.
should be on the
He
list?
said
Chicken, broccoli, and amino energy.
And amino energy. That's Ross's diet for the next hour.
That's good.
Anything with a spice drop.
What about ice?
I think like mince.
Any sort of mince.
Any sort of mince. Yep. But I love beef mince. Potatoes.
The animal. when I get to
Um,
be.
And carrots. Let's go with that. I love carrots.
Damn. Good
Wow.
options. Good choices. All right, I'm going to say protein powder. I'm going to say you're
Oh,
allowed to have
some
protein
WPI.
powder.
Give me some of that.
I'm going to say to the whole meal, no fat, 2-minute noodles.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to say those. And I'm going to say
Can you have the white noodles?
That's processed as.
no, it's not. It's just wheat
Look
flour.
at Russ's eyes, man.
Nah, you can
Noodles.
have noodles.
And I'm going to say pak choy. I'm going to say pak choy is on that list.
I'm gonna say some
Fuck, I
wild
agree.
ones. What have you said? Chicken.
I just said chicken, broccoli, and amino energy. As long as I have my aminos, man, I'll be able
Well,
to
what
operate.
about eggs? No one said eggs.
Eggs.
Oh, eggs,
I'm eating
yes.
Eggs. I eat
Eggs.
eggs every day.
What is like eggs, tuna, and rice over here?
Yeah, but we want so.
Has someone said rice? Because I'm freaking eating rice.
Yeah,
Oh,
rice-
100%.
rice is on,
Dude,
rice
that's a
is on.
no-brainer. There's so many no-brainers here.
No, I feel like
Rice.
Yeah.
What else has someone said that not said? What's a risky one?
What are you saying? Beer.
No.
So I think the
you
thing
want
that
a
we
beer.
wanted...
I'm.
When it-
Dude, I don't know.
Zero.
This is my challenge, right?
Zappos.
I've thought about this the last 2 hours.
Yeah.
I think my specific challenge is I'm not going to buy any fast food, but I can cook whatever I want. If I'm making burgers with high-fat cheese, I'm doing it, but I'm making it.
Yeah.
That's my challenge.
Right.
So it's a bit of a financial challenge, and
Yeah.
so I'll be making money,
Yeah.
and I'll also be making health as well. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm going to specifically do. I probably won't be cutting out foods. I'll just be,
That's what
cutting
the
out.
chat-
Well,
that's what it is, though.
well, actually, this is a better question because it's not
Like
three
if I
foods.
want to have
So cheese
It's
is
not.
in,
It's
high
not
fat
Is
three
it-
foods that you
Only
will
cheese
allow.
for me.
It's what's three. What's just name three. It doesn't have to be three. Just name some foods that you know that you eat regularly that you'd be better off without. Because like I'm a sweet tooth. As soon as I eat any lollies, if I have a lolly bag, whole bag gone. If there's a chocolate block in the house, whole chocolate block gone, demolished.
And he starts farting.
now that's fruit. That's fruit.
That's fruit.
That's why
That's the
Ross doesn't eat
fructose.
fruit.
That's the
Yeah.
fructose.
But
Actually, like I think that's an awesome idea. Like we should talk
So-
about some of the things that we have on a regular basis that we could probably limit
Yeah.
the consumption of.
Yeah. I get the
That would
gluten-free
benefit
mint
us.
slices. From
What?
the gluten-free mint slices. They're actually better than the regular mint slices. And I only found that out because Sam's celiac, my partner. And
Like
she's...
better, tastes better.
Yeah, we like them better.
But-
And we'll dip them, and then we buy either side and we suck like oat milk out of them. And then they get all squishy and yum. And they're nice. And probably do that I don't do it often. I have it every 2 weeks or whatever.
yeah, but it's still a mint slice. It's no better than the non-gluten free. Like the gluten.
Yeah, no, it's just because she's celiac.
Yeah, yeah.
So she doesn't die.
It's still it's a
No,
treat.
but
It's a
Jack's
treat.
saying
It's
that
a treat.
It is
That's a
a
treat that we know that it's not.
There's
But-
the same amount of
Yeah.
sugar in it, but yeah.
But
I'll
he's
cut
saying,
out the
like,
mint
he'd
slices for 30
reduce
days.
it or restrict
Man,
it.
you get
Yeah,
wild,
yeah.
dude. Those gluten-free mint slices.
All right, Sammy, what are three things or what are we going one or three?
Anything from the local cafe? Because I would say like that's when I cook, I generally cook relatively healthy food. So just what do I order? freaking focaccias with a lot of butter and shit on them that they put in. That's about it, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Focaccias.
Portions, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
I like to go to the bakery with my mum sometimes. The meat pies, I like them.
Yeah.
But I reckon
Meat pie's bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Focaccia, the pie, but I don't know. I like going to the bakery with my mum, so I probably won't cut that out.
You can still go to the bakery with your mum. You just got to make some better choices. Maybe instead of
Like what?
Yeah, well,
reach
maybe
for a
maybe
meat-
like just
maybe
get a
you reach
coffee
for
one
the,
day, or
maybe
like
you reach for
Yeah.
the chicken salad roll instead.
Yeah.
You know, instead of
maybe
the,
you eat before you
meat
go.
pie.
All right. The meat pies go. No, anything from the cafe.
Like what?
Anything's good. I'm not buying anything out. We'll make it at home. I make
That's
pies at home.
awesome.
Tell us about the vanilla slices, man. I don't know.
I don't like sweets, man. I'm a savoury dude.
Nah, I'm a sweet too.
I like dim sims.
What about Rachel? What does Rachel have that she wants to cut out?
Yeah, as Russ said, I'm a sweet tooth. So, I'd probably reduce the ice cream at night. I love ice cream at night.
I'm not taking away my ice cream. I've got to eat ice cream.
Maybe I'll reduce it to just weekends.
Here's
because
a cold topic.
I'd have like ice cream maybe once every 2 nights, and then also chocolate. I love chocolate. So maybe I think I'd probably cut chocolate out for a good month. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
See, I enjoy ice cream enough that I have to make it part of my daily routine. If
Yeah.
I'm not happy if I don't eat ice cream.
Right.
So, but there are choices of ice cream that aren't ridiculously bad for you. So my go-tos are I'll get the bull of froyo things. They're like 70 calories each.
Yeah.
I know if you have one of them, even if you have 2 of them, you've only had 140 calories. You're still not gonna. It's not gonna break the bank, right?
Yeah.
The mango Weiss bar things, they're about 70 calories each. So that's another one I go to often.
Yeah.
And
Good substitutes.
And the Aldi have it's called Kenny's. It's like a Halo top thing. It's 360 calories or 300 calories for the whole tub. And usually I'll have like half a tub of that if I'm going to eat that. So that's like 100, like it's like not that many calories. Whereas if you have a block of chocolate, you're talking about 1,000 calories. And I will also eat the whole block of chocolate if I have a block of chocolate.
Right.
There's no stopping me.
Right.
Like once you get started.
What about
Or-
healthy chocolate?
The healthy chocolate's still probably super calorie dense.
Those
And
no-shoe
only
ones are flipping good. Have you had them?
No.
yeah, but have you looked at the calories? They're probably just
Nah,
as
they're
high
pretty
as
good. They're
regular.
pretty good.
Pretty sure the fat content is pretty high in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is there are healthy options that you don't have to go without if you're like a
I think it's just
Like-
about replacing it with something else, though,
Yeah.
because a lot of people try and cut things out and there's nothing to replace it with. So there's just this empty, like,
lemon water.
yeah, no, literally, no.
And then fill the
Like,
void with
fill the
hard
void with
training.
something That's good, like
Yeah.
that you'll still enjoy and will give you the same.
ice cream is a good option because you can eat some tasty ice creams that aren't super calorie dense. Whereas
Yeah.
it's hard to pick, like if you go to chocolates, there's no, like as soon as you have a chocolate that you can't get low calorie chocolate. Or
Yeah.
and if you can, it's not going to taste very good.
This is,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is just in my head or not, but those low calorie ice creams, I eat them and I'm like so freaking dehydrated. And then I train
I feel really
terribly
sick.
the next day. I would actually rather just eat 2 scoops of normal ice cream and I feel better.
Yeah.
Well, you
I don't know if it's me. I just get so. Do you get thirsty on them?
No.
I get bad stomach. pain.
Yeah, right.
When I
It's-
have- yeah,
it's
the
like
low
I get
calorie,
desert
I don't
mouth,
know what
man.
happens.
It's like I've had Asian feast. I'm so thirsty when I have.
I think it's maybe the
Halo Top
artificial
and the
sweetener.
Kenny. Yeah, that's just me. Anyways, just to add to that. What about Super Dupers? What are they worth?
Oh, they're not much.
they're
They're
like
all right. They're good.
10 calories maybe.
Oh, Super
Oh,
Dupers.
there's
Nah,
the
like,
sugar-
they're probably like
The
30 or 40.
sugar-free ones.
Oh, you can get the
that's-
sugar-free ones.
yeah.
They're like nothing.
Yeah, maybe I'll do them. They're good.
Yeah.
See, but I think the point of this challenge is like cut some bad shit out,
Yep.
and then when you go back to eating regularly, you remember, oh yeah, I've got that muscle of being able to cut bad shit out, that mental muscle,
Yeah.
and then when you're going to have the whole block of chocolate, just go, all right, maybe I'll make a better choice, because yeah, ideally you are looking at like the portions you're having, you're looking at macro balancing, and you're looking at the total calorie intake of what you're having in a day. This isn't gonna solve your diet and all your problems, but I feel like it's like, what are we getting from this challenge? I feel like it's your ability just to make better choices.
Yeah.
And I think what will help with that is maybe like, how do we stay accountable? Like, so for example, at night you're sitting there going, should I want this chocolate? What can we do? Should we goal set? Should we Like,
Well,
what's going to keep
I
you?
think-
What
I
do you
think
think about?
The
like,
best thing to do is to find a replacement that is a healthy option.
Yeah.
So, for instance, if you
So
know
still have
you
it.
like chips, you're a chippy guy. You might replace
Chippies.
those chips. You might cut up some celery, some cucumber, some
Cruskets.
carrot, and you might have a like tzatziki dip or a hummus dip, which are pretty low in calories, which you could have that, and it would still be
Made me
healthy.
chilly, by the way.
It's just replacing it with something that is healthy, that's something that you enjoy, and go, hey, this is actually not bad. It's not as good as my chips. Don't get me wrong. It's probably not
like
going to be
that.
as good.
That's better.
But
Yeah.
it's
better.
also I can realistically see myself doing this for a long period of time, and I still feel like I might get maybe I'll just get the chips once a month now. Like I'll get a pack of chips once a month as a treat.
Yeah.
But I could do this every day, and I'm like I'm happy.
I reckon.
You know?
I reckon we've
Yeah.
got there. I reckon we've nutted this out.
Yeah.
It's the replacement challenge.
Right. It's definitely a factor.
It's
in the
not.
challenge.
Yeah.
Definitely a factor
It's not
inside
we're
the challenge.
cutting everything and you get shunned because you have it. It's,
Yeah.
I like
See,
I like where we're going.
Building healthier habits.
Most
Yeah.
of the things that I want to cut out, I don't think I should be like that. Like chocolate, lollies, and probably biscuits. Like I don't have them that often, but when I have them, I just
Yeah,
eat
but
them.
how often are you having them?
No, I don't have them that often. But I'm saying,
Like, but how often? Just tell me.
yeah, but
Just tell me how
well, at the
often.
moment, I might have maybe I'll like once a week I'll
that's
buy
not
a
that
bag
bad.
of lollies and a block of chocolate, but I'll down it all. And I know if I cut that out, that's the difference.
What if you
between
have half
me.
a block?
No, I can't do it.
Can't do it.
It's the difference between Russ having 6 abs and 8 abs.
What if you just have a small Kit Kat? Bang.
Nah, see,
Maybe.
nah, but
What if they just have small Kit Kats
yeah, but
hidden?
I know.
And then you ask Gail, get the Kit Kats. She gets one, and you can't find it.
Yeah, but I know I'm a junkie, man. So once it hits you,
Is
Kat
that
junkie.
another No,
Once-
that's not a bad word.
once
That's
it
worse.
once that sugar hits your bloodstream, all of a sudden you're like, "Where's the sugar? Get me the sugar. Go, where's sugar?" You're like, and then you go down you're walking down the lolly aisle back and forth. You're pacing. You're like, "Oh,
You're
shit,
sweating.
I won't get out of the lolly aisle today." Like, but as soon as you don't have it for a few weeks, you're like, "I don't care about that." But as soon
You're
as
dreaming about it?
it's like you're getting the yeah.
All right, I have a fun way to wrap this podcast
Get
up,
the
and it's going to
sweats.
also help me as well. What do you reckon we should title this? For?
like the habits.
I
Healthy
reckon
habits.
it should be like we're running a challenge, but we hate challenges. Like, how do we go around like?
The no challenge.
But it's a challenge.
The no challenge. It says it twice.
But when I want,
But it's also
Anyone else got a better
says
one?
that it's not that.
is it we hate challenges, but we're running a challenge?
Oh, that's a good one.
But that's the no challenge.
Yeah, but I think you would read we hate challenges, but we're running one and be like, why?
But that's more like a headline, not a title.
It needs to be something like,
because the no challenge, I'm just like, I don't know. It sounds cool.
let's talk about the C word.
It's a no challenge, bro.
That's it.
Let's talk about the C word.
Do you reckon that's gonna get views, man?
Yeah.
I don't think you can.
Oh, you
call-
want controversy?
I don't
Yeah,
think-
I,
don't
want to
think you
clickbait the shit out of it.
Right.
Yeah, but so then if somebody says, "Oh, like, why aren't you having a drink tonight?" It's like, let's talk about the C word. That's why.
Yeah. See you next Taco Tuesday.
Or it could be titled around the 3 banned words. No.
Wait, so yeah, this episode we
Don't
mentioned
remind
all
me.
3 bands.
That's unrelated. I've got one. It's see you next Taco Tuesday. See you next Taco Tuesday. You just love it. I can see it.
I don't hate it.
I-
I'm not
I think-
getting sucked
You
in.
can
Let's-
feel it.
If I'm someone that's like doesn't like us, I'm not gonna like click
Well,
on that.
it's about habits, right? It's
We gotta
about
say-
forming
We're trying to
healthy
clickbait
habits.
them. Don't
Let's
worry,
talk
we're
about the
clickbaiting.
C word.
Yes.
And then those on the photo, you have the, you know what the swear word thing?
Oh, and then we suck him in and they think we're saying this, the
Yeah. And every time
the
we say challenge, it blips it out.
And it just shows the C.
Yeah.
All right, well, I
So
think
to review, there's a couple things that have gone on here. we know that we do want to ban some foods. There are going to be some banned foods.
Well, you bet. Also,
Are
if
you a
you
yes or no on
accidentally
that?
eat a banned food, actually something slips in your mouth that is a banned food.
Well, I
We're
was
not going to slap
thinking
you.
There's a
We're not
list.
going to shun you.
There's a list of foods you can eat, right?
We're gonna-
You can eat, but I think there's so it's like there's 30 foods you can eat that we come up with as a list, and then say there's 3 magical foods that you get to eat, and you get to choose them yourself, and they're your dessert foods. But if you eat outside of your 30 foods, because you're only allowed to eat your 3 magical foods on the weekend, if you eat outside of those, you lose one of those magical foods, and you only have 2. And you only have 2 now.
But I think.
Damn.
I think the
I
only
know.
reason can't we make it specific to the person? So
There we go. Thank you. Relative.
So can't it be like we make a little educational video on how they can create something or healthy eating goals that are specific to them? Because some people's kids might like McDonald's and they go to them and they might have.
Oh, those kids are gonna be
I
having
had Macca's
tantrums.
yesterday.
Yeah, that's not my point.
but-
But the point is, I'm not in love with banned food lists.
Yes, neither.
Don't like that. But if we could somehow educate our people and be like, oh, okay, and then maybe I shouldn't be having 400 glasses of wine a week, and then make them realize that, and then. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
well-
it could
Because
be
we're not
like
about
it could be like
restricting.
setting 3 goals specific to lifestyle that they follow in on the way. Russ's might be no ice cream. His can be
No,
restricted.
no. I want
No
ice cream.
chocolate. Russ's can be restrictive. Let him be restrictive if he wants to be restrictive. But they don't have to be. It could just be like sleep 8 hours a night.
Things
Wouldn't
that
that
you're
be?
going to do,
Yes.
rather than things you're not going to do. Focus on the action, not the
Yes.
restrictions.
That will create better habits.
But it's
Yeah.
also like,
It is better
So
than-
mine would be like cook
Yeah.
every meal. It would be go to maybe sleep 8 hours, and it would be train.
Yeah.
Like if I did that for a month, I'm coming out good.
Oh,
But if it was like I can't eat, I don't know, what'll be banning? I can't have.
You can't drink
Zupitavers.
alcohol,
Yeah, if I
like
can't drink
that sort of
alcohol,
stuff.
by the end of it, it might not be that good.
yeah, you can't
Yeah.
eat cheese and dip, and you can't have alcohol.
Yeah,
and you can't
but
have
if
that,
if it was like so that's my point.
Yeah. But anyway, back on my Macca's. I didn't finish about my Macca's because I cooked it myself.
Oh,
Cooked it myself.
Are you-
So I had homemade
was it good?
homemade
Macca's.
McChickens.
oh.
It was actually
Oh.
they were actually really good. They were actually really good.
So I like
There's a
that.
recipe. Gail's
Did
got
you-
some
Did
one
you
on
find it off
Instagram.
Instagram?
It's
I
like-
knew it. I've
yeah,
seen
yeah.
it.
TikTok-
Russ is all over Instagram.
No,
TikTok,
Gail's on
yeah,
Instagram.
he's got back on it.
Damn, my man's on the gram.
Anyway,
His
Just
name's
love the
Zach. Is
gram.
it Zach?
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
like
Zach
called
Chum.
fitness recipes
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
I know exactly who
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
I've watched
I made them. They're really good. And
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah.
yeah. So the thing what we want to do is we want to
Placements.
make
Oh,
what we
this
want
is
to
gonna
do
make for
is
some good content videos. We're making food.
Oh, into the kitchen with us.
Yeah.
So can we agree that we're not giving them a banned list, or we haven't got there yet?
I don't think it's a good idea to do a ban list.
Yeah.
I
Same.
think we need to yes, we need to talk about foods, but we also need to talk about habits behind why people are having these foods
It's
and
not,
why
it's
they're
not
restricted.
necessarily
Gonna be
banned.
called
It's just
3
necessarily
goal July.
not
3
good.
goal.
Good. Yeah. Like try to eliminate.
There's still a list.
yeah, but we want to try to eliminate. We want to try to.
So we're
eliminate
still working out the
processed food.
kinks.
Yeah.
Hey, by the time it comes to you at
It's
the end
gonna
of this
be
month,
so
it's going to be
good.
so good that you're just want to get amongst it. You just want to be part of it because it's going to be so. You're
Let us
going to
know
feel
your
like you got
ideas.
FOMO
Yeah.
if you don't.
Talk to us at the gym about it.
Yeah.
And no, that's all.
I reckon we wrap this up.
That's
I
all.
reckon we're good. Any final remarks?
Sam, your blanket's quite comfortable, and I understand why you're sitting on having this on every
That's a
week.
good.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Awesome.
That was a good
All right.
chat.
All right,
Peace
guys.
out. See you at the gym.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hold on.
Thanks, man.